All right, this is John Cola with OKRaw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. We're here in Baltimore, Maryland. The weather is beautiful outside, but pretty soon I will not be outside. I'll be inside, and I'm going to be attending the Natural Products Expo East. This is the largest trade show on the East Coast for the health food industry. So health food store owners and all that kind of stuff come here to find the latest and greatest products. There's many different food manufacturers, supplement manufacturers, all this kind of stuff inside. And in this episode, I like to always highlight the hand-selected top vendors with cool products that can make your life better. I mean, there's a lot of junk in there. This is about the business of health, not necessarily about true health. And I want to encourage you once again to eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables because these are true health foods, not most of the products found at the Natural Products Expo. So in any case, let's go ahead, show you guys what it looks like inside and show you guys some of my favorite products for the Natural Products Expo East 2014. So now we're inside the Natural Products Expo East. It's the second largest trade show for the health food industry. And I simply come here to learn about the latest products that are being sold so I kind of know what's going on in the industry, also to research and learn about new products that may be beneficial, to use in my life. But more importantly, also to share these with you guys. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of booths here. They all have different kind of samples and different kind of products to try. Most of which I'm just simply not interested in because simply I believe, this expo, while it is called the Natural Products Expo East, it's about the business of health, not necessarily about true health. You guys know what true health really is, right? It's really simple. It's getting back to nature. We want to eat natural foods as naturally unrefined, as unprocessed as possible. Eat a diet, if not exclusively like I do, of fruits and vegetables. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables and minimal processed foods. So what I'm going to do in this episode is share with you guys the hand-selected booths that I like the most at this event. Whether they're food related or not, I believe all the products I'll be sharing with you in this episode will make your life better. So pay attention and stay tuned for this awesome episode, sharing some awesome vendors at Expo East 2014. So now we're going to share with you guys probably my favorite packaged raw food product that's literally a vegetable. I mean, they're calling it Tigernuts. This is our true roots. And this is not a nut, it's a vegetable actually. Let me go ahead and share with you guys what this is because I've known about this for many years. Actually, I've grown it in my very garden. The Tigernuts, also known as Chuffas, which is originally what they made horchata out of before they started using rice. We're not going to talk about the horchata today, although you can make your own horchata with the Tigernuts. I want to show you guys about the real food, the nut, the Tigernut, or more specifically a vegetable or tuber. And what it is right here, this is the little tuber here. And this is basically comes off a grass family plant. I grow this in my garden. It makes these underneath the ground. And let me tell you, these are some nice large Tigernuts. I mean, the ones I've got is non-selected variety, more wild. This has been grown in Africa for thousands of years. I mean, if you know something for the paleo diet, right? Our ancestors ate 80% of these guys. So this is like really a paleo food, not like all the meat and crap that people eat for paleo diet now. So they want to get back and eating Tigernuts and foods that they would have really ate in the paleo times. I mean, they would have been killing that much meat, man. That's insane. The reason why I like these Tigernuts, to check it out, I mean, this is literally a tuber or a vegetable. So I mean, I've harvested them out of the ground and eaten them. But when they come sun-dried. So these are a raw food product here at Our True Roots, right? They go through every possible, thing to ensure you're gonna get the highest quality nuts. And check it out, these guys, they're all in different shapes and sizes, and this is a process of nature. I mean, I saw one that looks like a peanut. It's super cool. Now, when you get them, they're like this, and actually, these are so raw that you could actually take these out of this package here, take them out of the ones that you buy when you buy them, and you could plant them in your garden and grow your own Tigernuts. But watch out, these guys are invasive. What does that mean, invasive? That means if you plant them, they'll spread out and take over your whole yard, man, and then you'll be cursing me out. John said to plant these, and now I can't get rid of them. Well, if you're planting food, that's a good problem to have. You'll have your own fresh source of Tigernuts, forever, literally. The reason why I like these guys are because, they're really rich in carbohydrates. While they are 50% calories from fat, they're much lower in fat than nuts and tree nuts, and these are not, once again, these are not a nut. They're not grown in a tree, they're grown underground. They're actually a vegetable akin to yacon, which many of you guys know about the yacon sweeteners and also like the Jerusalem artichoke sweeteners or the Jerusalem artichoke tuber. These are just much smaller tubers, and these you can still plant and they'll grow. So yeah, very little fat content as compared to nuts, and they're really delicious. Making also a tiger nut flour, and this stuff is revolutionary, man. They take the raw, dehydrated tiger nuts, and then they basically grind it up into a nice powder here. Let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. This is literally like a flour. So this is a gluten-free, nut-free. I mean, it's so amazing and minimally processed. So better than coconut flour, this tiger nut flour. Look at this stuff. I mean, this is gonna revolutionize raw foods. Now you can eat more vegetables instead of nuts and lower your fat percentage if you want to. And this stuff, I mean, you guys gotta simply taste this stuff. I mean, I wish you guys were here. We're gonna go ahead and pour that stuff out. Look at that nice fine flour. Look. All right.
It's fabulous.
It's like one of the sweetest like vegetable flours I've tasted in my life by far. I could only imagine like mixing this up with some dates and making like, you know, crust for like raw pies with like low fat. That would combine better because you're combining vegetables now with dates instead of nuts and dates, which is not necessarily a good food combination. And yeah, it's gluten-free, super delicious. This is now available on Amazon. To learn more about the Tigernuts, you want to check out ourtrueroots.com. So the next booth I want to share with you guys is revolutionary. I mean, you guys, if you eat a plant-based vegan diet, you guys know that B12 is literally not found in food, and you're supposed to eat animals from it. Well, I want to let you guys know that B12 is not a vegan, non-vegan issue. It's just a industrialization issue with, you know, the microbes not appearing in the soil anymore. But there's now a new product to solve this for vegans out there. It's a plant-sourced product, 100% from fruit, that they're claiming has B12, and it says 1 tablespoon is 36% of the RDA of vitamin B12. And I asked him, is this analogs? And he says, no, it is not. I'm gonna have to do more research on this because this is very curious to me. And check it out. It even gets better. I mean, this stuff doesn't taste like nasty or anything. This stuff is the only sweetener that is a superfood, and this is called the Sugavida, and it's the most nutritious natural sweetener on the planet, organic and unrefined, low glycemic index, rich in B vitamins. So literally what this stuff is, this is literally the juice of a fruit that's been dried. And I mean, that's all it is. And they're making some outrageous claims, and if they are true, it's gonna be totally amazing. They said this stuff will actually get you off processed sugar. This will change your brain chemistry so that you do not crave like the refined sweeteners anymore. And if you are putting coconut sugar or any other kind of sugar, knowing what I know about this at this time, I would recommend you guys get this sugar instead. It's at least better, although I'm still not a big fan of refined sugars. This is literally the juice of the fruit and powdered. So it's literally like eating fruit instead of eating sugar. So amazing. So check this stuff out. You can see here in this nutritional comparison, you know, for 100 grams, comparing it with white sugar, honey, and even the coconut sugar, it's about the same amount of calories. You know, some of the nutrients are very similar, higher in the B vitamins, and has the B12, 20.1 mcg, and yeah, also and similar in magnesium. So that's the main benefit for me, is the vitamin B12, and it's literally from a fruit. It's the juice from fruit that's been dried. Now check it out. I'm going to show you guys what this stuff looks like here. This is a little container. Now, yes, this stuff is a fair bit expensive. It's made from the Palmyra palm, and they take the fruit, and this is what it looks like in here. I mean, this is, you could think of this as akin to like Lucuma fruit powder. This is literally a fruit powder here. We're going to go ahead and put that under my hand. It's a really fine consistency. It's not really like granules like sugar. It's more like, I don't know, like Lucuma fruit or another fruit powder like mango powder. Melts in your mouth, has like a brown sugar, like fruit taste. It's actually quite delicious. And then that tablespoon there, I got 36% of my vitamin B12. So yeah, you definitely want to check this stuff out. This is a new and up and comer. You heard about it here first. And you can learn more at Sugavida.com, Sugavida.com. So there's a lot of different raw food products booths here. I'm not really showing you guys a lot of them because a lot of them are fairly similar. You know, they have Kale Chips and all these different products. but I really want to highlight this company here. It's actually called the Raw Food Central, and why I like them specifically is because they're doing, you know, the raw foods packaged products, which in my opinion are good transition food and good food to party with sometimes. Or I mean, I always want to encourage you guys to do good, better, best. Obviously the best is eating high fresh fruit and fresh vegetables as much as you can, whether they're juice, blended, or whole. You know, next best might be eating some kale chips instead of some potato chips, right? And you guys know this, you guys know what the junk food is, and I want you guys to make better choices in your life. And that's what Raw Food Central allows you to do here. Now the reason why I like their stuff is, check this out. This is their kale chips. It actually looks like kale. It doesn't look like you know, dressing and some stuff on there, right? And I want you guys to do this also before you buy in packaged kale chips and whatnot. You know, you're gonna wanna flip the bag. You know, I've gotten away from reading ingredient labels because truly our diet should be ingredient label free, right? We wanna eat foods that don't need ingredient labels. We don't need an ingredient label on an apple, on an orange, on a mamesa pote. But you know, on packaged products, there are ingredient labels, so flip it over. And the things I really want you to be concerned about are, you know, looking at the calories, but not just the calories, but the calories from fat. So, you know, on a lot of the raw food packaged products, the calories of fat are extraordinary. They're very high. So this is less than 50% calories from fat, which is quite good. And they're featuring kale, because kale chips should be about eating kale and getting more greens into you instead of getting more cashew nuts in you, in my opinion. So that's what they're basically focusing on here. They got kale chips. They actually also got some super delicious onion rings. I've tried different brands of onion rings, and these ones are definitely my favorite. These are seasoned lightly, and they have a nice mild flavor, and they're still delicious, but they're really focusing on, you know, once again, the onions instead of the sauces and dressings. They also have a really decent flax cracker, and also they got this snack mix. This is something that's really cool. What they do is they take the kale chips, all the crumbs off the kale chips, they mix that with some freeze-dried peas and freeze-dried corn that are organic, and this is very important when eating any corn. You should only eat organic corn. And the freeze-dried foods, anyways, the vegetables are blanched before they're freeze-dried, so technically they're not raw, but they're close enough. I have eaten them on occasion, and they definitely add a nice crunchy texture to what you're eating, plus you got the kale and the flavor of the kale along with it. So these guys, definitely delicious, although not 100% purest raw foodist, if you know that, but I know most of you guys out there are not. But yeah, definitely really delicious. If I had to pick one product, actually, I don't know, actually I kind of like the snack mix just due to the crunch, due to the flavor. Next I'd pick the kale chips and the onion rings, and of course I like these packaged products. They're convenient and handy for when I travel or when I feel like partying a little bit, or when I come to expos and get lots of free samples to eat. I'll try this for you guys. Definitely really good. To learn more about the Raw Food Central products, you can check them out at rawfoodcentral.com. So next I want to show you guys a product that I found actually in my local Whole Foods first, and I'm glad to find them at the trade show here. It's actually called Raw Foods, and what they do is they make pre-bottled raw dressings. I think this would make a great transition food. It is basically oil-based, and they're actually you know, organic, gluten-free, nut-free, you know, very flavorful with many different flavor profiles and different options for raw vegan dressings, and also raw vegan cheese sauce. And that's why I'm here, because I know many of you guys may have still addictions to cheese, and I want you guys to get that out of your life. And they make raw vegan cheese sauce here. Check it out. Raw vegan cheese sauce is what they call it, and they have a couple different flavors of this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and open this stuff up for you guys and check it out. This stuff to me kind of looks like mustard, but it's that same kind of cheese flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and try this and check it out right there. Amazingly, it tastes kind of like cheese. Now the thing I want you guys to look at, of course, the ingredient labels, and on here it says for 1 tablespoon, it's 45 calories, and conveniently enough, they've left out actually how many calories come from fat. I would surmise that it's probably the majority of the calories are coming from fat in this raw vegan cheese sauce. So, you know, I think it's far better to be able to eat some raw vegan cheese sauce, or there are other amazing dressings, and they have a variety of flavors. I mean, I always want you guys to do good, better, best, right? if you're buying still the packaged and processed, you know, non-organic, you know, dressings in the salad dressing aisle, you know, this is a major improvement, and you can now do that because like they got like, you know, ones like ranch, a Japanese dressing, a Caesar dressing, a poppy dressing, and they're even coming out with new sauces here. Check it out. They're actually coming out with a cream cheese line. Once again, raw vegan. Check it out. Had this yesterday. Definitely vouch. It's delicious. If you want to learn more about these sauces and raw vegan dressings, you can learn more at Raw Foods, and that's with a Z.com. All right, the next booth that I'm going to share with you guys is really cool. It's exciting. It's actually called My Magic Mud. And I know many of you guys out there, you know, eating a raw foods diet, eating a lot of highly pigmented foods like spirulina powder, green juices, stain your teeth, man, and especially blueberries, stain your teeth and all this kind of stuff. And many of you guys are like, want to look good and have white teeth. This is a thing that people want in this day and age, but all those teeth whiteners are super toxic, super bad. I do not recommend that you guys use those. So I'm glad there's now a natural, organic solution that's entirely plant-based. What that's called is, it's called My Magic Mud. It's literally a powder that you use to whiten your teeth. It also freshens your breath and detoxifies you at the same time. And check it out, approved by a dentist. And here's the teeth before, and look, after one use, you can tell it's a little bit whiter, but look, after using it just seven times, all natural, look what happens. It's a lot, your teeth are gonna be a lot whiter because of it, and also it's probably gonna be good for your mouth. Let me show you guys what this stuff looks like right here. And let me stop for a second. I mean, you know, many of you guys might be taking your kids to the dentist to get fluorinated so that it whitens and strengthens their teeth. This is not a good thing in my opinion. I will never, ever, ever take my kids to get fluorinated, you know, treatments on their teeth. I mean, I did as a kid, and they even put fluoride in the water, which I do not approve of either. That fluoride stuff, in my opinion, is really bad. There's no fluoride in here. This is all natural, and basically what it is, it's charcoal with some other ingredients that's gonna detoxify your mouth, whiten your teeth at the same time, you know, help keep the microfloral, the bacteria level proper, and help your gums. Definitely really good. And this is what it is right here. All it is, it's the activated coconut shell carbon, and this is all food grade. It's safe for kids, can't be swallowed, and actually this is how the product came up. The mother, and it's a family-owned business, came up with this because she wanted her kids' teeth white, because, you know, as kids, everybody always gets teased, and you might still be getting teased. Oh, your teeth isn't white, you know, your diet doesn't work and all this crap. But what? Guess what? Buy this stuff, teeth will be white, your diet works, because I already know you guys are eating a fruit and vegetable based diet, and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables are the best foods on the planet. But yeah, that's how she made this, and she's so passionate about getting this out to people, to give people natural alternatives to, you know, look cosmetically perfect, like we're all supposed to look these days. So yeah, coconut shell charcoal, calcium bentonite clay, that's also really good for detox. They like put that on people's faces, draws out the toxins. So just imagine the feeling in your mouth after using this stuff. Living clay, certified organic, orange peel extract, nice flavor, and wild crafted mint extract powder. So all natural. This is something that I would definitely use and give my kids. And here it is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and try that now. Check this out. This stuff is a really fine powder. This will stain you. Hold on, teeth. You're gonna wanna brush this on. It actually tastes good. Has no taste, a little bit drying, and now my fingers are probably gonna be stained all day. All right, to learn more about this stuff, you wanna check out the website, mymagicmud.com. So now we're at the booth of Treeline Artisanal Nut Cheese. I know many of you guys still be addicted to cheese. I know you guys want to get on a plant-based diet, but you love the cheese and you can't give it up. Well, this is the one product you need so you could help give up the cheese, because it's going to give you the taste sensation, although it's not going to give you the opiates the cheese will give you, because those are addicting. You guys got to work on that on your own stuff. But this stuff truly, to me, tastes like cheese. It's made from nuts, and the majority of the line is actually gluten-free. That being said, the one I like the most actually has some gluten, and they label this, so that's really cool. And check this stuff out. I mean, it comes in little blocks there, and this is what it looks like. I mean, this stuff, to me, it has really like the texture of a hard cheese. You could crack it. Tastes like cheese too. It's super delicious. And they also have their creamy soft cheeses here, all different kinds, raw vegan probiotic. And that's the other thing I want to share with you guys. I mean, these are probiotic. These are beyond foods. These add the beneficial bacteria in there, which are so good for us. You know, the beneficial bacteria, they help us digest food. They also play a role in our immune system. I believe they're super important. And, you know, they make it easy to get these guys in something that actually tastes good for you instead of taking some white crystalline powder. So if you want to learn more about these artisanal, delicious nut cheeses, you can learn more at treelinecheese.com. So the next vendor I want to share with you guys, definitely a really good product. You know, on the way to the convention center the other day, actually, I saw a lake full of plastic bottles and all kinds of plastic sitting there like junk and trash. And it's my opinion that plastic is polluting the planet. I mean, plastic is swirling around the Pacific Gyre. Plastic does not break down. And think about this. In nature, there is no waste. Everything in nature, right, composts down, breaks down, is reused later. And it's quite sad that there's so much plastic being introduced and used in today's world. And I want to encourage you guys to reduce your plastic consumption. You know, filter your own water at home instead of buying bottled water. You know, stop using things like plastic bags, bring your own bags. You know, stop using Saran Wrap. Be like, John, if I don't use Saran Wrap, how am I going to wrap my food up? Well, that's why I'm here at actually the Bees Wrap, and they're giving you a natural product that can be composted when you're done using it. It'll probably last you about a year, 100+ uses easily, and it's all natural. And what it is, it's right here. It's just called the Bees Wrap. And what it is a mom made this because she wanted to get plastic out of her family's life. And it's really cool. This is reusable. And all they do is simply take basically a cloth and they dip it in a proprietary recipe to make the Bees Wrap. I originally saw this last year and I had it on my gardening channel, but now I'm introducing it to you guys. And I think this is a really excellent way to store, you know, your salads if you have a large bowl that you're going to store overnight, or to even store, you know, your cut fruits or vegetables in. And you just take this stuff and you just put it on the bowl and you just basically press it down, and it presses and seals. And this stuff is actually water resistant and waterproof to some extent, and so it's wrapped, and look at that, it has a nice tight seal, so now you can wrap your nice large bowls and other things with that to preserve your food. In addition, the reason why I like it more is because many of you guys may use like half a lemon for your salad dressing, but then you have the other half, and what do you do with that? Do you put it in a Ziploc bag that you throw out later in your fridge? Do you just leave it in your fridge like this to get exposed to the oxygen and oxidize? No, you should be using the Bees Wrap to hold it and you know, prevent oxygen infiltration. And you're just going to put it in here and just squeeze squeeze it up and tie this off, and look at that. You have a nice simple way to store your lemon, and when you want to use a lemon, check it out, because this is waterproof. You can literally put the lemon in here and squeeze, and look at that, instant lemon juice on all your salads. Super amazing. Let me go ahead and share with you guys what this natural product simply is. It's just a handful of ingredients, and it's no surprise that you could actually make one of these yourself. I mean, they went through many different trials and tribulations to get the right formula to have the product they have, and I always encourage you guys, if somebody's already doing something, why reinvent the wheel? Buy something that's already pre-made instead of trying to make it yourself. There are many DIY recipes on this, you know, online that you could come up with and, you know, make it home. But I'm gonna be using the Bees Wrap now because it's already pre-made and so easy. So the only ingredients they use, of course, Bees Wrap. They use the beeswax. They use real US sourced beeswax. Has a nice floral fragrance. In addition, besides the beeswax, they use some plant resins here, tree resins. And then they also use jojoba oil, which I like to put on my skin. All these are food grade products, so you know, if it does flake off, which it doesn't, it's all edible. And besides that, they just use, you know, a cloth fabric to dip it in. So this is a super ingenious. I definitely want to once again encourage you guys to get off plastic. Bees Wrap is a really good solution that's going to help you to do that. To learn more, you want to visit the website beeswrap.com. So the next vendor I want to share with you guys, looks like they didn't come back on the final day on Sunday, so we got an empty booth, but at least they left some brochures and information. And what it's actually called is A-Perk SuperCritical. Looks like they got all these big factory industrial machines here. The one that they actually had here on the table was this guy right here in the middle. And this is actually a supercritical machine. Now, many of you guys may not have heard of this, but when I saw it, talked to them, and learned about it, I was super excited. What the SuperCritical machine does, literally, if you've heard of doTERRA essential oils or Young Living oils, they're like living because they're low heat processed essential oils or plant essences. It's my opinion that plants are the best foods to be eaten, and the plant essences, like all the different, phytochemicals and phytonutrients that come out when you extract the living oils, not only to get flavoring, are definitely beneficial and can be used medicinally. The SuperCritical systems, they use CO2 to basically pull things out, at 65 degrees. So this keeps it totally raw and totally much more bioavailable than, distilled essential oil products. And these can be eaten. So the biggest use of SuperCritical machinery in this day and age, and most of their customers actually are medicinal cannabis growers that extract not only the THC, but more importantly, the CBD, something you're gonna learn more about in future years. There's one of the booths downstairs is a CBD booth. This is the medicinal component of the cannabis. And this machine pulls it out, so you could literally make your own medicine at home. The only negative to this stuff, they're about $30,000, but now you know the technologies that's used to look into it more if you're interested in that, and this is something that I'm definitely going to be looking into more, and I'm critically interested in. You can learn more about their stuff at apexsupercritical.com. It's a big technical website. You probably won't understand a lot of it, but it's definitely cool, and this is the future of making plant medicines, in my opinion. So the next vendor I want to share with you guys, actually right here, it's a Fire Cider. Small business here in the US. They make things in small batches. I talked to them in detail yesterday, and they do definitely some great work. What it is, this stuff right here, Fire Cider, this is an unpasteurized, raw, fermented beverage. I want to encourage you guys to get some fermented foods in your life. They're quite beneficial in my opinion. And the Fire Cider, it is basically a honey with apple cider vinegar, but there's a lot of honey apple cider vinegar products on the market, but they are definitely not the same as this handcrafted Fire Cider, because the process they're using is different. This is based on a traditional recipe used for many years, and it has many benefits in my opinion. And they have some of the benefits here. Some of the things they can help with are things like immune system support, seasonal allergy support, digestive system support. If you still drink, which I do not recommend you guys drink, this will be a hangover helper, and this will definitely open your eyes and get you feeling better after consuming too much and being inebriated. And then also it's an eye opener, and I just like the way it tastes and it makes me feel after I drink it. Let me go ahead and explain the process to you guys. What they do is they take whole ingredients such as oranges, lemons, onions, ginger, garlic, horseradish, root, habanero, and turmeric. And these are not powders, flower essences, essential oils. They're the whole fruits or vegetables or roots. They soak it in a mixture of the apple cider vinegar and the honey, and they basically let it ferment for weeks. And then they take that mixture, they grind it all up and put it through a press, like a Norwalk press, industrial size, and squeeze out all the liquids. So you're literally getting fermented juices of these products. And turmeric, one of my favorite roots in the whole world, is very anti-inflammatory. And some of these other products, like the horseradish root, after it's been fermented, really nice flavor. Also, probably some medicinal benefits in there. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and try this stuff for you guys. And here it is right here. This is the Fire Cider. These are like taken by shots, so don't drink this whole bottle like you do with the kombucha. I don't recommend drinking the whole kombucha bottle in one sitting anyways.
I know, but if this is your favorite, if you would want to.
Swish it around in your mouth. Woo! You can feel the burn as it goes down. My mouth is literally on fire. It's kind of like exuding like saliva in my mouth right now. It's warming, and it just kind of gives me that boost of energy that I know you guys all need. To learn more about the Fire Cider, you want to visit our website, firecider.com. So next I want to show you guys my favorite food booth at this whole event, over several hundreds of booths here and vendors. And the reason for that is because this stuff does not come in a packaged bottle or jar, and it's not a processed food. It's a natural food that grows in nature. It's from actually the Radical Farm Company, and they're doing something pretty radical here. What they're doing is They're growing greens. I love my greens. I want to encourage you guys to grow your greens, but I know many of you guys might not. They are located in the New York City area and have distribution in New York City. So if you live in New York City, let me tell you, these are probably some of the best greens money could buy in New York City. And what they're doing is, you know, you guys were buying greens and whatnot in your grocery store, and they've been cut. Once things have been cut, they lower the nutrition, right? The flavor changes, you know, they may get more tough, more bitter, not taste as good. So that's why I encourage you guys to grow sprouts and things like microgreens in your house. But these are actually between microgreens and full-size greens. These are like baby greens that are still alive when you buy them. You've seen the basils in the stores that you could buy and bring home a little plant and keep the plant growing in your house to have fresh basil. Well, now you can do it with a variety of different kind of seasonally grown leafy greens. And this is called the Shanghai spinach. They got Japanese peppergrass, and they got unique crops that you probably would never normally eat. Here's one with some mustard greens. That's these frilly leaves here. I don't necessarily recommend eating full-size mustard greens. They are quite strong in flavor, but these baby ones are completely different. And check this out. This is what makes the farming company completely different. They give this to you in a tray. I mean, literally, this is grown in the coconut core fiber. These plants are still alive. They're still growing. They're making nutrition as it's sitting there because they're still alive. I want you guys to eat all your foods as alive as possible. The more alive foods you eat, the more alive you'll be. That's why I'm so alive. This stuff's so amazing. So yeah, I hope they're able to reach a lot more markets, and I hope you know, they open divisions in every city around the country because it's truly live food, raw food. This is what it's all about, still living. Now the cool thing is you could keep this on your counter. It'll grow for weeks, and you could cut it a little bit at a time. You do not, you know, it's not like it's in the fridge and it's gonna go bad. This will continue to grow. And once you cut it once, you could even maybe try to plant it in your garden and see if it comes back and grow some more food for you. To learn more about them, you want to visit them at radfarm.co. All right, so I'm probably all out of cool vendors and booths to show you. Once again, you know, the booths and vendors that I share with you guys this time were hand selected by me, some of the products that could literally change your life and improve your life. And plus, these are some of the products that I was interested in this show that are new and different that I've never seen before. I mean, that literally the dehydrated fruit juice that has the B12, that stuff's insane. I'm gonna order some and experiment with it. I'm still highly critical of the claims that were made with it containing B12. The kale chips and all that stuff, I like that a lot because they're focusing on the kale, once again, focusing on the fruits and veggies. You know, the dressings, the raw dressings definitely tasted good. They have many flavors, you know, help move you in the right direction. Although it's quite high fat, I would recommend making salad dressings out of, you know, fruit and nuts blended up in the Vitamix. Definitely really cool. And I guess in the end, I want to encourage you guys to eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. The majority of my diet is fresh fruits and vegetables. These are simply the best foods on the planet. You want to get rid of the processed foods, the junk foods, the animal products as much as you possibly can, in my opinion, out of your diet to be as healthy as it can. Be sure to subscribe to my videos, OK Raw, to learn more, and be sure, if you're interested, check my past episodes. I've been making videos at these natural products expos for years now, always highlighting some of the newest, latest, and greatest products. And of course, I have many videos sharing with you guys how you can get more fruits and vegetables and how to do a plant-based raw foods diet as successfully as I've learned in the last many years. Once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time. And remember, until then, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best. All right, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. We're all the way here in Santa Rosa, California, about 1 hour north of San Francisco, and we're at the True North Health Center. We're here for one very important reason. We're here to talk to Dr. Alan Gold.